Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys, so you know that tonight we get Roni, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, we're back. We're back and we're going to be back tomorrow for more. But I wanted to get into this because it seems like Tom Sandoval might have found himself in a lot of trouble. And we're trying to break down what the hell is going on with Tom Schwartz because, like he said, he's entering in his blonde era. We have videos for you and more, but before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, you guys. So I think that it's best to start off with this. Now, we obviously know that Rachel Leviss ended up sitting down with Bethany Frankel, right? She said a lot of things. And I think it's so important to say, it's funny because whether it's Bethany or anyone else, she said this and it's true. And I take everything with a grain of salt because I'm like, no. I think that there's three sides to every story. Your side isn't necessarily adding up. Sometimes this side isn't adding up. So we have to kind of be the ones to decide what the hell is going on because I feel like every side is sort of self-serving a little bit. Well, in this instance, when they're talking about what happened with Rachel before she went into the mental health facility and all of that, it kind of led back to the same point that had Tom never have recorded his FaceTime X-rated video with Rachel, we wouldn't be here today. Like this wouldn't have been a thing. There wouldn't have been a temporary restraining order. She wouldn't have gone to the mental health facility. She would have ended up filming. They would have kept on, or season 10 could have been the last season. But then Sandoval was born, and here we go. We're right back on the Ferris wheel all over again. Well, the Bravo docket, two lovely ladies that we absolutely adore on Instagram, they posted something and they broke it down for us, and I want to share it with you guys. So make sure you follow them on Instagram. Here we go. At the Bravo docket explains the laws of recording conversations and FaceTime calls. And they said this before we get into it. With the reignited discussion on Tom recording an intimate FaceTime call with Rachel, we wanted to remind everyone about the law. We also addressed it in our Sandoval piece episode back in March. As always, our podcast, the statements we make, whether in our own media or elsewhere, and any content that we post are for entertainment purposes only and do not provide legal advice. Any party consuming our information should consult a lawyer for legal advice. The podcast, that's our opinions, and our posts are our own and are not associated with past or present employers and or any organizations, Bravo TV, or any other television network. I love that. We're covering our bases. All right, let's get back to it. So, boom. 11 states require the consent of everybody involved in a conversation or phone call before the conversation can be recorded. Those states, boom, are California, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Washington. Okay. I mean, they didn't say. So she was in New York. Okay, so that's could be the loophole. He was in California. She was in New York. Under California law, it is a crime punishable by fine and or imprisonment, a misdemeanor, to record a confidential conversation without the consent of all parties or without a notification of the recording to the parties via an audible beep at specific intervals. This includes FaceTime calls. All right. It can be complicated when people on the call are in different states. The California Supreme Court has ruled that if a caller in a one-party state records a conversation with someone in California, that one-party state caller is subject to the stricter of the laws and must have consent from all callers. Obviously, based off of Rachel's interview with Bethany, that's not the case. If you are operating in California, you should always get the consent of all parties before recording any conversation that common sense tells you might be private or confidential. In addition to subjecting yourself to criminal prosecution, violating the California wiretapping law can expose you to a civil lawsuit for damages by an injured party. And then they said, see California Penal Code. ... All right. Sorry, guys. On my screen, this is a little bit smaller. So I had somebody the other day and they're like, Adam, why don't you get it together before you come on here? One, I don't have very good eyes, guys. And that's just a flaw in myself. And two, my screen is really tiny. So I'm trying to get it together, so to speak. But you know who else is trying to get it together? Or maybe they might just be off their rocker. I don't know what's going on, but this is one person who personally I've always just had the best time with. I think that I've never seen like I've never experienced a negative moment with Tom Schwartz. Okay. Jason says it sounds like I say Tom Schwartz, but I'm saying Tom Schwartz. It's just maybe the way I say it. But Tom Schwartz felt it was time for a hair makeover 2 months ahead of his 41st birthday. Now, when a TMZ paparazzi asked the Vanderpump Rules star about his new locks, the divorcee calmly replied that it was prompted by a midlife crisis. He said it's the Blonde Ambition Tour. All right. Got to finish this summer strong, so that's why he went with the platinum hair, and everybody's wondering what the hell is going on. Come in here. I'm going to put you out of your misery and shave your head. That's what Lisa Vanderpump quipped really quick. And she also joked with the photographer and gave a thumbs up before heading inside the establishment, really just doubling down on the fact that she would shave his head. Now everybody's saying, well, when Katie did her hair change, it was cute. For you, we're not quite understanding. Guys, it's just... he can dye it back. It's not the end of the world. We can chill out for a second. But if you guys didn't see the video from TMZ, let's just play the video. But again, I think it's okay to exercise a little bit of kindness, even if you think it's the most ridiculous. I think we've all had a bad hair day. I'm not calling it a bad hair day, but we've all had one. Here we go.
Hair.
Midlife crisis.
Is it?
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I like it too.
Yeah?
Thank you.
You think it's going to stay?
Blonde Ambition Tour.
A blonde hair?
Gotta finish the summer strong.
Put you out of your misery and shave your head.
You like the hair, Lisa?
Shave it off.
Tell me about the hair.
Midlife crisis.
I mean, at least she has a sense of humor about it. Also, at the end of the day, like, people are so fixated on this right now, and they're like, what is he going through? What is going on with him? And you can see, hold on, I'm going to pull up another thing, another photo. Here we go. Thank you to Glorified Gossip Girl on Instagram. Tom fixes his hair with the help of Joe, who was filming today with Lala in a one-on-one conversation. I love the behind-the-scenes tea, but this is Tom, obviously Joe, and I guess one of their friends. Actually, in this photo, it doesn't look bad to me. It looks pretty good. And Joe looks good too. She put, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was Tom's transition from brown to blonde. Through our second lightning session, we successfully lifted away the remnants of stubborn box dye, achieving a vibrant California blonde with hints of golden tones. This new hair color perfectly captures Tom's sunny personality. Who else is absolutely loving Tom's blonde look? Oh, that makes sense, because now it actually looks good. Before it had like, it did have a tone to it. Okay, I get it. I get it now. I get it. I'm in on the joke, but I'm not calling his hair a joke. Guys, go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts, especially when the Bravo docket was breaking down exactly what could happen with Tom Sandoval? It sounds like if Rachel wanted to, she could press charges, and this could be really bad. I just choked on some air on that one, guys. Let me know what you think. Go ahead, do all the YouTube things, smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.